Talking about dash cams today. It's the Caught on Camera edition of Freewheelin'. Susie Felber's in here for Miss Meredith.
Just call me at Susie Felber.
At
SUSIEFELBER. Follow me on Twitter.
888-876-2336, 8888 Road Dog. I do believe we have a fella in Ohio, Zorro, on the line. Hey, Zorro.
Hey, how are you?
Can't complain. Yourself?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad at all.
What's going on, Zorro?
The reason I'm calling in is I work in the industry, and I work with a company that manufactures some of these devices and have been instrumental on both the kind of the development side of the hardware. And we've got a few different products that you guys have been talking about, from the, very simple dash-mounted single or two-camera installation all the way up to, full 18-wheeler surveillance with 3G connectivity in the whole 9 yards.
Wow, so you actually make a kit that provides how many cameras to look over your whole truck and trailer?
Holy cow.
And that would be one pointed out the front, one pointed out each side of the cab, one pointed where? At the inside the trailer, or where would the other five
we have
go?
We have a lot of different options, actually. So you get to choose between, the type of camera, whether it's indoor or outdoor, whether it's got audio, whether it's got infrared, and all of those things. So typically, we have like a 4-camera installation goes just on the tractor, which you get a camera that faces, it's a wide-angle lens that faces through the windshield that'll get both lollipop mirrors in the front. Then you have side-mounted cameras that either go on the sleeper or on the toolbox or on the mirrors that get both sides facing backward. And then you have in the case that you're using like a flatbed or an open style trailer, we can mount right on the rear of the cab to watch the load.
And what's this company called?
i3 Data is the name of the company.
Mm-hmm.
We have a product called Street Cam as well, which is just a 2-camera installation that goes right on the windshield. And then i3 Mobile is the kind of a la carte package where you can kind of design your own system.
How do we find you on the web? I'm trying to find your company.
i3mobile.com. It's EYE, the number 3, mobile.com. And then the other product is mystreetcam.com.
Aha. I'm going to look for your site right now, and we'll try to link to it from our Facebook page. But, yeah, you have stuff for law enforcement, for the military, public transport. There's the trucking tab. Let's click on the trucking tab. And
we do have a couple of sample videos that we're putting up on the YouTube channel. i3 Data, EYE, the number 3 Data, and you can find clips from all the different industries that you may be interested in on the YouTube channel.
So, can you give us some idea of what these systems cost, or what it might set someone back to install one of these systems?
Sure. Our base system, which is the Street Cam, which is a 2-camera with audio. It's got the accelerometer. It runs off an SD card. You wire it straight into the ignition. That goes for, if you go to our website, the retail price, I think, is $499. We do some specials like $375. If you like us on Facebook or go to one of the
you heard
shows.
about it on Freewheelin', for instance.
Or you heard about it on Freewheelin'. And
time
what?
only,
I'll put
right.
up I can get a promo code for Freewheelin' listeners up today if you'd like.
Nice.
Then we also have our a la carte package, which is a 4-channel recorder. You can either go solid state or hard drive with 2 cameras. That starts off at $1,200. That includes your cameras, the cables, the recorder itself, as well as a sensor block where you can wire it into all different things from, brake lights, reverse lights, turn signals, high beams, anything that can provide a voltage, basically, will trigger an alarm or an event. So, you can wire up the doors, you can wire up the brakes, whatever. So if an incident does happen, you can prove that, you were using your turn signals. Yeah, you were using your brakes. You were doing everything you could possibly do to avoid the situation.
Well, let me ask you this question. Are you finding more people opting for the bigger solution, like they want to cover everything, or what are people opting for?
Well, that's very interesting. So we've got it splits. A lot of fleet managers they want to get the whole truck to be able to not only, I mean, most of these guys really trust their drivers, but they want to have the ability to exonerate them, and they also take advantage of lower insurance premiums. Now, some of the smaller guys, the owner-operators, they like to have the same thing, but it's also a selling point for when they're trying to get loads a lot of times. We've got, guys that, you mentioned earlier in the program people cutting you off in traffic and being able to say, this is what caused this situation. But we've also had guys say, you know what, I got pulled over, and he said I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, but I was, and he said, no, you just put it on. And you can simply take the SD card out right now and say, well, look at this.
Right.
So
I like that idea.
Well, what about if you do something wrong and then they subpoena your video? Right?
Well,
can't they do that?
So in the larger installation, when you go up to like 8 or 16 cameras,
16 cameras. You said
yeah,
8. 16 cameras.
That's a model that we're just coming out with.
He's upselling us. Come on.
Are we talking about a camera aimed at the birds that might poop on your car, and then you can take them to court?
He's talking about a truck and a trailer. Got to cover that trailer as well.
Yeah, you get the
camera for each wheel?
Well, you can have like side view on the lower portion of the trailer to get you going around turns, so you can, in real time monitor if there's a car camping out in your blind spot. Plus, you can do cameras that are inside monitoring the cargo. You've got backup cameras on both the trailer and the tractor.
Holy
moly! You have a lot of different options, and then you can equip the dash with a monitor. You can do it you can stream it from the recorder to your laptop if you use a laptop while you're driving.
This reminds me of that SNL skit about the razor with more blades. The 37th blade shaves even closer.
Right.
The 59th camera looks up your left nostril.
I guess. I mean, he's saying you can get as elaborate as you like. But my question to you, Zora, is how come you're not a sponsor of ours yet?
You know what? I don't know.
All right. Because we're going to put you on hold, and you're going to speak with Dime.
Excuse me.
And you can find out how to become a sponsor. How's
Chris,
that? What?
That would be great.
That is a bit like a woman being like, all of a sudden, like, why don't you marry me? It's really kind of like Zorro's reaction was
hey, I think this is something that our listeners would like to know about. I'm saying we could help each other here. You sponsor the Road Dog channel, and we'll hopefully bring some more eyes to you. How's that?
I totally agree, but it's sort of like, if you like it, then you better put a ring on it. If you like oh, Zorro. Oh,
absolutely.
Zorro.
Absolutely. Thanks, Zorro, who can be found at i3mobile.com.
Very cool.
What I would like to say to your listeners is that if they go to mystreetcam.com here in the next hour, I'll have the promo code ROADDOG put up.
Wow.
Where they can get a good deal on that StreetCam product, which comes with the 8 gig SD card and everything that you need to hook it up and review data.
We appreciate that. Thank you for that.
No problem.
And here, I'll put you on. We'll put you on hold, and you can speak with Dime for just a minute. Listen, sometimes it's nice to find a new sponsor just like that.